You are catching us live from the heart of Pasig City here at the Phil Sports Arena as Julia Ipak goes head-to-head with Nika Reyes. Thank you for joining us wherever you may be, all over the world via the Philippines Live Out on One Sports or on One Sports Plus as we bring you the next 3 games on this quadruple header Thursday. The Galeries Highrisers face the PLDT High Speed Hitters. Coming up next, right after that, it's the next led Chameleons facing the Cheritigo Crossovers. And we're capping off this Volleyball Thursday with a very strong matchup between perennial finals contenders, the Creamline Cool Smashers and the Petrogas Angels. Mabuhay Pilipinas! My name is Sinjan Reyes and joining me this afternoon is none other than UAP champion, a national team standout, and a best blocker of his own right, none other than Rex Ental. And of course, from the sidelines, she will be giving her stories, none other than Kyla Castillo. Rex, it's so nice to be with you this afternoon, and it's a pleasure to be covering a game with you today.
Thank you, Sinchen. I'm really excited to cover the game between PLDT and the next led Galleries.
Of course, this is going to be a very exciting match between the Galeries Highrisers and, of course, the PLDT High Speed Hitters. As we look at our team standings, Creamline on top with no losses still, and following right behind them is 4 teams with just 1 loss and 4 wins as well.
Yes, Sinch, if you would look at the team standings right now, PLDT only lost their first game against Signal, and after that, they brushed off their first game jitters and won all 4 games, looking to win their 5th straight game against the Galleries. And sa Galleries naman, they're winless, but they did snatch a set from Signal last Tuesday, and that was the franchise's first set win.
Yes, it's very exciting for the newest team here in the PVL. It's going to be very exciting for us all. And speaking of the Galeries Highrisers, you know, they just started their conference, their first conference here at the first and only professional volleyball league in the country. So it's time to check in on their side of the court and check about the key performers. Speaking of a key performer, one of them is this lady in front of you on your screens, Isa Jimenez, who in their last match has tallied double her conference output.
Yes, opportunity calls for Isa Jimenez, and this, first let's greet her a belated happy birthday. This UST standout has been seeing kind of inconsistent playing time for the Galleries, but in her last game, coming off the bench, she doubled her total output from their first 4 games, 7 points to 14 points in her last game against Signal.
Now the question is, will she be able to get more quality minutes here in this game? And will the trust of Coach Lerma still be with her as this game continues? Because as per the Galeries Highrisers, tuloy pa din ang plano for this match in this game today against the PLDT High Speed Hitters. Now let's move on from España. Let's go on to Hoxon with the pride of NU, none other than RJ Dormal, who in their last match has performed pretty well against the Signal HD Spikers.
Yes, this former NU Lady Bulldog is also looking to revitalize her career, but we last saw her donning the Perla Spikers uniform in the 2021 Open Conference, and like Jimenez, she played her best game of the conference last Tuesday. She got 60 spike attempts, converting 9 while adding a block and an ace.
And that is the story of the Galeries Highrisers. They've finally seen some triumphs, some glimmers of hope, and they're planning to do the hard work today just so they could continue that system that they have imposed in their last match. Now let's go to the other side of the court. Let's discuss the PLDT High Speed Hitters, who of course have been starting to go up in the ranks as they joined the PVL since 2021. Now they have blossomed into this team that is very formidable, and that is of course thanks to one of their anchors in the setting department, none other than Rhea de Maculangan.
Yes, for PLDT, if you say PLDT before, you know them for their defense, but now PLDT is one of the best attacking teams in the league, and a big reason for that has been Rhea de Maculangan, who has been consistently among the top setters in the league every conference, and she made full use of all of her spikers, especially newcomer Savannah Davison.
Does this come to a surprise to you given that she is a Philippine national team alumna?
Siyempre, kapag national team, madadala natin yan sa mga leagues here sa local.
Now let's talk from one national team alumna to another. Speaking of being a defense-heavy team, we cannot talk about defense without talking about the queen of defense in the side of PLDT, and that's none other than Kath Arado, who in their last match performed pretty well in this conference. She is second in digging, Rex.
Yes, this is PLDT's Plan A conference. That's 4.5 digs per set, which is currently the second in the league. Kat Arado has continued to be a beast this conference. Pero she's notably absent in the top receivers list. That's because her opponents knows her game na, and they veered away from targeting Arado and the zone she mans. So Arado currently lacks the number of minimum reception attempts to land her on the top receivers list.
Siyempre, kung makita mo si Arado on the other side of the court, iiwas naman yung serve mo doon. Hindi mo ibibigay kay Kat Arado. But speaking of giving things another and listening to other stories, let's go on to our courtside reporter, Kyla Castillo, who will be sharing her stories from the sidelines. I heard, Kyla, you have some stories from the coaches and their game plans in this upcoming game.
Definitely, Sinch. So, today we have one team looking to end their 5-game losing streak and the other one aiming to extend their winning streak and get that 5th win. We have the PLDT High Speed Hitters and Galeries Highrisers. Nakausap ko nga ang head coaches ng bawat team at unahin na natin si Coach Lerman ng Galeries na proud daw sa kanyang team despite their standing dahil naniniwala siya firmly na small progress, baby progress is still progress, and that first set win they got against Signal in the 3rd set, doon daw sila huhugot ng momentum at kumpiyansa laban sa PLDT ngayon. Tungkol naman sa PLDT, sa side nila Coach Raldrick Cafort, dalawa lang ang gusto niyang makuha at makita sa kanyang team ngayon at ito ay leveled intensity at of course, respeto. Sinch and Rex, we're right around the midway point of the second All-Filipino conference, so it's time we check back in with our teams. With our checkpoint, we have PLDT and Kat Arado.
Out of 10, ang bibigay ko sa team namin is 7. Ititira ko yung 3% kasi hindi pa siya ganun ka pulido yung galaw namin. Marami pa kami kailangan improve, depensa at saka receive. Kasi yun talaga yung kailangan namin maging consistent pa. Kasi syempre, di na basta-basta yung mga next games namin. Kung ano yung ginagawa namin sa training, kailangan pa namin siyang higitan. Lahat na napunta sa amin, actually, mga maiingay din. Jolly, yung walang tahimik. So, kahit tahimik ka man sa labas, pero pag nasa team ng PLDT, talagang iingay ka. Unang-una talaga si Sav. Laking tulong talaga siya sa team. Alam namin na kung sino yung pupuntahan ng bola pag kailangan talaga namin ng puntos. Iba pa rin yung nadadala ng energy tsaka yung moral na binibigay ni Sav sa amin. Pwede ko pang ipakita sa team, maging consistent pa ako para alalayan yung bawat isa. Kasi nai-improve naman yung skills eh. Siguro yung mas more on maging leader pa ako sa loob, maging leader pa ako sa bawat isa, tsaka maging leader pa ako sa sarili ko.
There you have it. That's Kat Arado, one of the country's best liberos. Earlier, Rex, I saw you having a quick banter with her. So what are your thoughts with that PPR?
For Kat Arado, she's one of the best liberos in the conference. Almost every conference, she's always in the top list. Currently, she's not top of the receivers list, and that's because may katulong daw siya, and that's Savannah Davison.
And it's very interesting no, na now the PLDT High Speed Hitters have this go-to girl. Ito yung parang missing piece nila in the past conferences. So it's very exciting how this will blossom as we see the conference through, right, Rex?
Yeah.
And Kyla, I think you have more stories for us.
Yes, pero wag muna sa atin. Punta tayo sa ating fans because we love engaging with our lively fans here in the PVL, especially our players. And speaking about our players, we have Ziher Vasho from the Petrogas Angels that will ask you a question.
Hey PVL fans, my question for you today is which ace player will make the most points today? Comment na kayo with the hashtag PVL2023.
That's Ziher Vasho of the Petrogas Angels, and you heard that right. You can answer that question right below our stream sa Pilipinas Live app. That's the question once again is which ace player will have the most points. So you can answer that on our social media accounts. Just use the hashtag PVL2023.
Now, that is going to be a very tough question for our fans all over the world on the Pilipinas Live app. And of course, to everyone who's active in social media, I know we have a very active volleyball community out there. Now, that question is for you to answer throughout this game, and we're going to be waiting for your answers. Now, when we return, it's going to be the High Speed Hitters going up against the Highrisers, only here at the heart of volleyball.
Our first referee is Choi De Imus, National Referee. Second referee is Bobby Celso, National Referee. Let's call on the starting lineup for our Galeries Highrisers. Outside spiker number 9, Audrey Paran. Setter number 12, AC Masangkay. Middle blocker number 14, Andrea Marzan. Outside spiker number 15, Rap Aguilar. Middle blocker number 16, Julia Ipag. And opposite hitter number 23, RJ Doromal. Their starting libero is number 4, Chi Sintayen. And the head coach for the Highrisers is Nirma Hiron. And now the starters for the PLDT High Speed Hitters. Middle blocker number 3, team captain Mika Reyes. Outside spiker number 6, Savvy Davison. Opposite hitter number 10, Erica Santos. Setter number 12, Rhea Timakulangan. Outside spiker number 15, Royce Tubino. And middle blocker number 25, Rachel Ostero. Starting libero is number 8, Kath Arado. And the head coach for the high-speed hitters is Rald Ricaport. This match is held under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board. It is the Galeries Tower versus PLDT for the PVL, the heart of volleyball.
Here are your starters. Start a new way to watch the PVL via the Pilipinas Live app for Filipinos everywhere. Download and subscribe now for only 149 pesos a month. Here you have it, Rap Aguilar, Marzan, Paran, Ipak, Masangkay, Doromal, and Sindayen. Starting off for the white shirts. Meanwhile, on the red shirt side, we have Davison, Santos, Ostero, Reyes, De Maculangan, Tubino, and Arado starting it from their side of the court. We're seeing a slight shuffle here as we're not seeing Del Palomata starting, nor is she in uniform for today, because she will be sitting out this game together with Isa Veray. So an interesting change-up is Michelle Morente will be wearing the libero uniform for today. Sinjon Reyes together with Rex and Tal covering this match between PLDT and Galeries Tower. We start off with a serve coming from Rhea De Maculangan. Popped up there by one of the top receivers of the league so far. Free ball coming from Paran. On the other side, De Maculangan goes to Reyes on that quick. Read well by Sindayen. Paran trying on the other side. Pipe attack coming from Davison. Masangkay goes to Doromal. Adjusting there was De Maculangan. Tubino from the left side. We're having a long rally here at the very start of the set as Tubino gets that off the block. Paran, standing spike. Arado was there. They go to Santos from Torquato. Answered by another back quick. Marzan, Mika winning over that joust. Off speed coming from Doromal. Tubino powering it through. Great defense from both sides of the court. This is the longest opening rally as the Galeries Tower Highrisers succeed to get their first point.
Yes, what a way to start the game. A very long rally. Yan nga, great defense and great offense outing for both teams.
Talagang sinatsaga nitong Galeries Tower, and that's what Coach Lerma mentioned to me earlier when I asked what's the game plan today. Point by point, step by step.
Yeah, and it's gonna be interesting on how they are gonna translate their first set win in their last game into this game against PLD.
That can be very inspiring, especially for a squad that hasn't seen a win yet. You accept every win as they get 2 points to love here against PLDT. Paran now will serve for the white shirts. Of course, we last saw her with Army and NU standout. They go up to Tubino, easy over. Popped up there. Doromal will adjust, that is overcooked. Free, or rather a check ball will be called there against PLDT. So
Yeah,
that's
there
a free
was
point.
a check ball against Mika Reyes that time around.
Dumaplis. Look at that again. Yan
So-
yung mga pinagsisisihan yung mga middle blocker, no? Tobino getting that off the hands of Marzan.
And what an attack there from Tobino. Kanina, hindi niya mapatay agad kasi pahaba yung rally. But this time, she powered it way through those two blockers from the Highrisers.
And you really have to push it, especially given how the first point was played. As Tobino serves, Sangkay goes up to Aguilar. Harado was there. They go up to Davison. Oh,
Good dig.
great read there. You're seeing much more hustle now coming from Galeries Tower, but a solid block there coming from Mika Reyes and Savvy Davison.
And that's going to be our first block of the game. Still a very good start here from the Galleries. But that time around, they were denied by the wall of Reyes and Davison.
It's a very tough wall to get through, as well as this serve goes straight to the net. That's going to be a freebie for the white shirts. They're up by 2, talking about Galeries Tower. And this situation is going to be very interesting also for a squad like PLDT, because I got to talk to Coach Real earlier, and I asked how did they prepare for this game. It's really about having the same mindset as we're seeing an off-speed attack there coming from Davison, answered by Ipak. On that quick, they go up to Santos, getting that one through. And PLDT just 1 point away from tying this ball game at 4. But as I was mentioning earlier, Rex, sabi ni Coach Real, talagang they really need to play their game because Sherry is coming up next.
And I remember Coach Ralph saying they have to respect the Galleries. And in that sense, they have to still play their game. Doesn't mean they're 0-5 na kailangan nyo mag-relax or be complacent. Kasi in the Galleries last game, they won against Signal in the third set kasi bumaba yung level ng laro ng Signal. So kung pag bumaba yung level ng PLDT, laging ready tong Galleries.
And now we're tied at 4 as ball game continues with their team captain Mika Reyes serving for the high-speed hitters. Straight to Sindayen, Masangkay pops it up for Dormal. Dormal adjusting on the other side. Santos will put it up for the pipe to Tobino. Sindayen was there. Dormal again getting that one through the block, and that's a point for Galleries. It's a 1-point game as we check in with Kyla Castillo.
Thanks, Sinj. We're a baby team, but we're a baby team that's fighting. Yan ang sinabi sa akin kanina ni RJ Doromal na nakwento rin sa akin ang kanyang pinaghuhugutan for today's game. At ito raw ang kanyang kagustuhan na maging inspiration sa ibang tao. Sabi niya, hindi niya nakikita in a negative light ang kanilang standing dahil naniniwala siya na dito sa PVL, there's no losing, just learning. And from all their losses, pinagtibay raw sa ito. At kahit pagod, lagi silang bumabangon with a feeling of motivation dahil gusto nilang may ma-achieve at mapatunayan ngayong conference. New streaming experiences await via the Pilipinas Live app, available for Filipinos everywhere. Download and subscribe now for as low as 149 pesos. Now back to you, Sinch and Rex.
Thank you so much, Kyla. And Rex, I don't know if you would agree with me, but there is really a learning curve, especially when you're new. And like Galeries Tower, they're a new team and they're new in the PVL. It's their first conference.
Yes, this is a team composed of players from different teams from their previous conference and players who stopped playing for a couple of months or years that want to revive their career.
So, ito yung team na parang hasang-hasa naman na sila. It's just that they need the opportunity to play, and the longer they're playing, the more glimmers of hope we're seeing, just like this long rally here that they're surviving through. But PLDT withstands that one and gets a point over Galleries this time.
Yeah, this is Rachel Ostero. First point, and this is her first outing. She replaced Del Palomata. And pinapakita dito yung kung gaano ka-deep yung rotation that PLDT has. And also yung versatility ng players nila. We saw Michelle Morente wearing Libero's uniform today.
And you know, it's not surprising also. Let's not forget Michelle Morente once upon a time was a libero in one of the defunct national teams that we've had, as Masangkay now pops this up for a running Ipak. Read well by Ostero. They go up to Davison. trying to go scrappy there. On the other side, adjustment coming from Aguilar. Davison again will push it. Davison on the Galo, but there will be a net touch there ng giggle.
Yeah, may konting giggle kasi nandun yung opportunity eh. And kanina, prior to that error, she was dropping the ball. She dropped the ball twice. Siguro that time, ano yung opportunity ko para lakasan na yung palo kaso she hit the white tape of the net.
But you know what's very clear there? Her vertical.
Oh, the vertical is there. And this is the luxury that PLDT has. They have high leapers. And ito, even Ostero. And alongside Ostero, you have a high leaper in Davison and also Santos.
And you also have Topino, known for her powerful hits.
High IQ, Topino. They have also Del Palomato is not currently in uniform.
So you would really see na parang kompleto buo yung team already as Paran hits that through. They go to running Ostero. Galleries adjusting. Paran will try again. Read there by Arado. Davison from the pipe trying to hit the line, but that is too wide.
Yeah, 2 straight errors here for Savannah. And we're currently tied, and for sure the Galleries, this is a good sign for the Galeries Highrisers.
You got to cover their game against F2, and you saw how in Signal, and you saw how they go toe-to-toe with the opposing team, especially at the start of the set as Tobino gets that one through. That's Aguilar trying to catch up. But what I'm just getting to here is that they have the skill to be at par with whoever they're facing here. It's the panapos or the closer that they're trying to figure out.
Yeah, just as you were saying, this is a team, hindi to puro rookies. These are experienced players, and yung challenge lang sa kanila is they have a new system, and they have to all adapt to that system.
But so far, we're starting to see that system to work as we see this back quick attack coming from Andrea Marzan. Tied at 8 now.
Yeah, so far, this isn't the usual PLDT that we've been seeing. Kasi if you're gonna talk about PLDT, they're one of the best defensive teams, currently the best offensive team, tied with Greenline. Speaking of offense, Mika Reyes with that quick attack. The blockers of the Galleries weren't ready for that one.
1-point game in favor of PLDT. Demo Kolangan now to serve. Straight to Aguilar. Masangkay going up to a combination play that works.
Again, the attacking of the Galeries Highrisers. That's a patong play for Audrey Paran, who saw limited minutes in her last game, who was replaced by Isa Jimenez. We have yet to see her in this game.
She performed her best performance for the Galeries Highrisers as Paran gets an ace there with a 1-point lead. Let's look at that again. Audrey Paran just finding the line with a floater.
And good target also. And if you're the Galleries, you have to veer away against Arado.
Davison with that pickup. Santos from the middle getting that one through.
I really like watching Erica Santos because she really fulfills her role as an opposite spiker. Kasi kapag if you're a utility, you have to always be, ikaw yung killer. Ikaw yung hahanapan talaga ng points. And Erica Santos, she always jumps high, she hits long, and she hits hard.
You need to have that instinct, but Marzan has been very sneaky here for Galeries Tower as they lead by 1 here in the first set. Now Marzan marches to the service line. The middle blocker from Nueva Vizcaya. Straight to Arado. They go up to Santos. Popped up there by Paran. Tipped over by Ipak. Challenging Arado. And Santos hits that one out. That will be a 2-point lead for Galeries Tower.
So far, the Highrisers starting to try to pull away here.
Oh,
However, they become their own ghost as that serve goes long.
12 serving Mika Reyes.
1 point game again as the captain of PLDT serves for the red shirts. Sporting a new look with her red hair. Already with 2 points in this match as Ipak goes for that quick, gets some points, and regains that 2-point lead for Galeries Tower. We'll enter for a quick break. We'll be back here at the PVL.
taste of their first set win of the conference. So, ang isipin nila, kaya namin, kaya pala natin. So, if they just continue playing at a high level, and eto nga, they're the first one to reach the technical timeout, 13-11 against PLDT High Hitters. So, if they continue playing at a high level and itong PLDT mag-relax or maging complacent, kayang-kaya talaga nilang masungkit ng larong to.
It's a battle of two teams with high in their namesake, so it's a question of will it be altitude or velocity that prospers here in today's game, as RJ Doromal will be serving for the white shirts, the youngest team that has joined the PVL. Of course, this is not including the expansion team of Akai, which is next led. The Dormal will now serve straight to Savvy Davison. Ostero with a tip on the other side, and answered by a block there was Aguilar. Aguilar will try again. This time, that's too wide.
Yeah, that was way off for Aguilar. Masyado siyang na-intimidate sa blockers and tinry na lang niyang iwasan.
Back to 1 point game here as Erica Santos serves. She already has 4 points in this ball game. Straight to Sindayen. Masangkay going to our running. Ipak getting a touch there over Davison.
And what a way to get their point back. And if you're Galleries, you don't want to commit any of those errors while you still have the lead. You want to get a run out of it.
You want to try to pull away and avoid sticky situations as Payan goes for that regalo. Davison going cross court and finds an exclamation point there right at the end zone.
Yeah, Davison hit right in front of us, and kita mo, ibabaw yung palo niya over the two blockers. And it's gonna be the challenge here for the Galleries all throughout the game.
Davison there with the serve. Sangkay goes out to Payan. Getting that one through.
Bumawi naman dito si Audrey Payan. Powering it through those two blockers.
Binasag eh.
Back to a 2-point lead here for Galeries. Well, if you can't beat them, you kind of have to find a way to get that one through as Ipak serves. They go up to Tubino over the blockers. On the other side, it's returned with a free ball. Auster will try to answer that normal. Over received. And the tip coming from Austero.
They got that point pero medyo kailangan magdahan-dahan itong PLDT kasi they look a bit ecstatic or they're not their usual self. They need to regain their confidence.
Slightly might be pressured, of course, because they're going up against a lower tier or lower ranked team, yet they're being challenged by very close scores. Paran swiping that one through.
Ito yung sinasabi ni Coach Rag na doesn't mean na they're 0-5. You won't respect them. You have to still play at a very high level.
A 0-5 record doesn't necessarily tell the quality of the game that they've shown. They've always tried to keep it close. Talking about the Highrisers as Masangkay goes for the tough serve. Free ball coming from PLDT. Dormal adjusts. They go up to Paran. On the other side, Tubino finding the end zone.
Another high IQ play there for Tubino. Going down the line. Aguilar thought it was going out.
That's what you get when you have a higher apex, higher altitude where you get the ball. Serve now, coming from Dimakulangan. Straight to Aguilar. They go up to Paran. Trying to get crafty with faster plays.
And Paran now is leading the game with 5 points and 4 coming from attack.
You know, I was looking at the front line earlier when Paran and Dormal was there. You cannot forget also, there was a point in time when NU used to rely on these two names as well. Tubino trying to get that one through the block. On the other side, Aguilar denied. Masangkay going to Dormal again. Tight angle for the lefty. Reyes adjusting. Off speed coming from Aguilar. Santos getting that one through and getting a point. I love how boy she is after that point.
Finally, PLDT getting that point. And for the Galleries, so far in this game, you could see the improvement in their attacking. Kasi previously, kapag atake sila, it would end up in rallies or sometimes they create errors for themselves. Kaso this time around, they've been very efficient. But one player you have to stop is Erica Santos.
Speaking of efficiency, she has been very efficient in the last two rallies.
Now has 6 points, all coming from attacks for PLDT.
And you love the trust that a veteran setter like Rhea de Mocolangan is giving you if you're Erica Santos. Masangkay now goes up to Aguilar. Oh, that is a miscommunication between the setter and the spiker. As we try to listen in to this timeout from the side of the Galeries Tower Highrisers, let's check in with Coach Lerma Hiron.
Deep-breath lang mo yan. Deep-breath lang. Hindi tayo maka-convert ng puntos. May pasa. Oh, tatlo yung spikers mo sa harapan. Again, huwag niyo dito dali ng bola. Huwag niyo dito, huwag niyo dalhin dito ang bola. Zone 6 papunta dito. Okay? Masipag yung libero eh, marunong pumwesto. Dito natin dalhin yung bola. Ayan din oh. Then, hindi unang option, drop. Si Rap? Hindi unang option, drop ball. Palo ng palo ha.
Overtime guys.
Tandaanin mo lang ha.
Okay lang te. Okay lang, babalik. Kukunin ko lang yun. Hindi mo lang yun.
Ano to? 4 point. Okay, let's go.
Watch men's volleyball action this 2023 as the Spikers Turf Invitational Conference gets going every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday on One Sports Plus, and on Pilipinas Live. Spikers Turf, where power meets passion. Tubino now to serve.
Oh, good serve.
Oh, that's an ace.
It's gonna be our first ace of the match. And PLDT hoping to pull away here in the latter part of the set.
Tobino again with that serve, that jump float. They go up to Doromal. That hits the antenna. So the point goes for RJ Doromal and the Galeries Highrisers. Let's check out. That's a challenge when you're trying to block a southpaw hitter.
Kapag kaliwete, kailangan may adjustment ka rin eh.
Santos, oh, popped up there by Payan. The regalo coming from Reyes. Doromal adjusting, read well by Santos. On the other side, Tobino off the hands of Paran, kept alive there by Marzan. Free ball will now come from Doromal, straight to Santos. They go up to Davison. Great digging coming from Galeries Tower.
Yeah, they got all the balls there. And that leap from Davison. And it reminds me of CC Rondina, a taller CC Rondina.
She actually does remind you a high leaper.
Yeah.
Batak na batak.
Oo. And
Great
this-
vertical,
yeah,
great broad jump as well.
this is a really scary PLDT team. This is one of the few teams in the PBL na walang butas. Lahat ng players kayang gumawa. They fulfill their roles.
Serve came from the Bataan native, Jesse De Leon, but a very quick answer coming from Rap Aguilar. That's probably the cleanest hit that Rap had in this set.
Yeah, very good offensive outing still from the Galleries. Even if they're down, this could probably be their best set yet in terms of attacking.
Now team captain Fen and Nas checks in together with Timmy Practice. And Nas, of course, the setter from Olongapo serves. Straight to Tobino. They go up to Santos, off the blockers. Paran was there to read that one. Dimi adjusting, straight to Tobino. On the other side, Davison, read well by Aguilar. Dimi finding a spot there, right in the middle of zone 6.
And I think that time around, the blockers were jumped too high. Kasi kapag mababa lang yung daadaanan ng bola ng kalaban, you don't have to jump that high kasi tatalsik lang.
There's something about the way Dimi hits the ball that it's...
The power's there.
The power is there, but then what I'm noticing now, it's faster than usual as well. May mabilis yung clip eh. As this ball's returned to the side of Galleries, Nas going up to Aguilar, read well by Tobino. Davison off the hands of Ipak, getting that point.
And we've seen lots of cut shots and from Davison this set, and finally she gets one.
1 point lead here for PLDT. Just when you thought that one of these two squads were starting to pull away, things start to get closer than ever. Santos with that serve, Nas going up to Dimi. Davison reading that one. They go up to Ostero. Byron was there to read that one. Nas going to Dimi again, playing that one off the block.
Davison has been having problems stopping Pacres. See, the power is there kahit naka-establish yung block.
And what you like about Dimi Pacres, she's unfazed. Even with any high hands facing her, as Aguilar goes for that sharp serve. They go up to Ostero. Read there by Juju Angeles. Dimi off speed. Parado was there. Tip over coming from Dimakulangan. On the other side, they go to Payan. Arado for the dig. Davison,
nice.
Read well there by Angeles. Payan off the block. Dump ball coming from Dimakulangan. Kept alive there. Oh! Demi Bacchus getting that one through.
Pacres has been unstoppable this game. And she gives the Galeries Towers the lead in this first set.
Let's look at that again. it's the courage that she really has.
So fearless, no? So fearless.
1 point lead for the Highrisers. As Aguilar continues to serve. She's been doing really tough, sharp serves. Just like that one. They go up to Davison. Cut shot!
Wow. What a cut shot. She saw the double blockers and she just went for that one.
Look at that again.
No one was close to that one.
Bali yung ano eh. Bali yung balikat. As there will be a challenge called here by William Medina and the rest of the coaching staff of the Galeries Highrisers. Sorry to listen in to Coach Lerma.
Doon tayo ha. Ngayon, nagkakaproblema tayo dito sa floor. Ito lagi, nakailang bola na dito. Okay? Ayan o, pwede ka dyan. Oh. Kasi kung nandito na yung blocking sa sayan, lalayo ka ng lalayo. Habang pumupunta yan dito, kailangan lumapot ka. Okay? Sige, basahin lang natin kung anong
Let's look at
gagawin nila. Ngayon,
that
pasa
ball.
tayo.
It is clearly in zone 4. You know, this is the advantage now of the challenges. It could be a pseudo timeout for our coaches. And it could be strategy also for the Highrisers, given how tight it is at 22 all.
And sometimes coaches also use the challenge to cut momentum.
And momentum is definitely iced out there.
And the score just shows what the Galeries Tower are capable of doing. Doesn't mean a baby team, the baby nyo na palagi.
Sometimes it might have been that first set win that they've had against Signal, as tough serve coming from Ipak is being handled now by Arado.
Free ball.
Emnas going up to Packers. Oh! When in doubt, check that ball out.
Mimi Packers converting 4 of her last attacks.
That is already the 4th point of David Packer. So quality minutes for the opposite hitter. To the celebration of Coach Lerma Hiron. Are they gonna win their second set here in this conference? Malaluan trying to stop that one, kept alive there. Paran, double block.
Just not yet, says Malaluan.
Still set point. Going to the side of Galeries Tower. We have 1 set point here. As Mika Reyes checks back in, Lut Maluluan will be on the service line. 1 point game. PLDT looking to extend this one as Maluluan, the Lipa City, Batangas native, serve this. As planned.
Perfect timing for that ace from Malaluan. Ang ganda ng target in between those two players.
And that floater just going right straight to the end zone, and it seems like Coach Lerma Hiron will be burning her last challenge, making it a pseudo timeout. Let's check in with Galeries Tower in a few as we go on to this challenge.
Kailangan gumawa rin kayo ng paraan.
Patayin mo kukunin ko yung blocker mo.
Ikaw ang libero.
Kunin yung ganun.
Okay? Sino bang sinyo?
Ako, coach.
Che, pitpitan to. Kailangan umaangat tayo. Mas lalo tayo nagiging matapang. Huwag tayo magtago. O sige, pasa tayo ng isa. 3 spikers yan. Okay? Coveran nyo. Kung kaya nyo ibabawan, gilid ng blocker, utakan, gawin nyo ang lahat. Magtiwala kayo sa gagawin nyo. Huwag lang palo ng palo.
Okay, coach.
Ha?
Pasa lang muna.
Sige, usap tayo.
Kukunin ko yung blocker mo.
Now let's check in to that resolution of that challenge. Ball in or ball out. Clearly, it was ball in. Even in our angle earlier, we saw that it was ball in. And that will be the last challenge that Coach Lerma can burn, becoming a pseudo timeout for her as well. Tied at 24. This could swing to anyone's side. Again, pwedeng basag momentum As that serve goes straight to Aguilar. They go up to Payan off the blockers. On the other side, adjustment from Tubino. Kept alive there by Emnas. Didn't that's way out of bounds.
A wasted opportunity there for the Galleries. Now PLDT has the set point.
Hitters now at set point.
Reversal of fates here.
What a turn of events.
Malaluan will now serve for PLDT. Straight to Sindayen. Emnas adjust. They go to Pacres. Fast ball on the other side. Tubino. Emnas now going for that quick. Kept alive by PLDT, but no! Galeries Tower ties things over at 25. Back to the deuce.
What a way to start this game. 25 all.
We opened with a very long
Rally.
first rally, and now we're treated to an extended first set.
Parang early preview yung naging first rally, no? Ng,
Kung ano mangyayari sa
Oo.
first set. Saka parang napapansin ko, Rex, ano ka, may swerte ka sa mga gantong type ng games.
lagi
Tubino,
akong close game.
great adjustment there, finding the donut hole right in the middle for Galeries Tower. As we see the fans inside here, the Phil Sports Arena, back with a set point in favor of the red shirts. Dimakulangan to serve. Sindayan was there, Masangkay going up to Marzan. Great angle there from Marzan.
Ayaw pa ibigay na tong Galleries. And again, it was the Galleries who first reached the first set point.
26 all, Payan there with the serve. They go up to a combination play for Santos. On the other side, Masangkay chooses Doromal. Read well there by Ceballos. Tubino
That was too low.
denied by the block of Galeries Tower.
That was too low of a set for Tobino. And now it's the Galleries back at set points.
You'd have to consider how much of a high leaper the tall Tubino is. So she really sometimes wants the ball in a higher apex.
Kasi mas maganda yung set sa'yo. You have more time to adjust. Another poor set there.
Adjustment coming from Doromal. Returned easily by Tubino. Angeles now pops this one for Doromal. Dimakulangan going up to Santos. Off the hands of Payan.
Of course, they go to Erica Santos. Rhea went to Tobino twice. And now she went for her top scorer, current top scorer with 7 points, Erica Santos.
Look at that. Smartly placed there by the youngest high-speed hitter inside the floor. Tubino now with 6 points in this ball game serves. Masangkay going up to Marzan. Returned there by Santos. That's a free ball. Masangkay now adjusting to Doromal going cross court.
One-hand dig from Rhea.
Santos adjusting. Payan was there. Tied at 27. They go to Aguilar.
Oh,
Masyadong manipis.
masyado niyang iniwas.
That will be a PLDT point.
Point advantage for PLDT. Substitution. Highrisers.
Now, Galeries Tower changing things up. The former high-speed hitter, that's now a high riser, checks in.
Serving for the set. Royce Tubino.
Tubino will now serve for the red shirts. I've overheard from the sidelines, is served daw kay Jimenez, but that goes straight to Sindayan. Over, received. Great pickup there. Adjustment coming from Galeries. Ceballos going for it. Read well by but that's it.
Sayang for the Galleries there. They had a chance to keep the ball alive.
PLDT pushed to the corner, but up for that challenge, but you have to credit the effort of these ladies in white.
Yeah, that was a really, really good set there for the Highrisers. And there were, in that first set, there were 7 lead changes.
It's also way to via the Pilipinas Live app, available for Filipinos everywhere. Download and subscribe now, only for as low as 149 pesos a month. PLDT getting set number 1. Very strong start for both teams. Extended rallies we've seen in that first set. Extended set. And if this is a preview of how scrumptious this game is going to go, it's going to be as exciting as it gets.
Yes, and for the Galleries, they started the set at a very high note. They've been attacking well, and for most of the time and in that set, they were leading. However, in that latter part of the set, nakulangan lang sila ng panapos. And it all started with a service ace from Malaluan, and from there, one thing led to another. And eventually, it was PLDT who got the first set win. And in terms of attacking, you have to, even if PLDT is leading by 1, you have to credit the attacking of Galleries on how much they improved. This is a much different Galeries Tower Highrisers compared to their previous games. And sa blocking naman, 1-2, aces 1-2, all in favor of PLDT.
Guess the lesson here for the Highrisers is this is not the moment for them to hurkle and dirkle, given what has happened to them in the previous games. You know, they've always been for everyone whether Galeries Tower will be able to recover or will PLDT rampage through as they were awakened in that first set.
Yes, for PLDT, they had their first taste of the Galleries, and we all know na, and PLDT now knows na they can't relax because ang ganda ng level ng nilalaro ngayon ng Galleries.
We're seeing some adjustments here. Fiola Ceballos checking in as PLDT draws first blood.
Yeah, that is the advantage of being a very high D for Erica Santos, towering over everyone.
Serving is
Fiola Ceballos, who's checked in here in replacement of Davison. Tobino to serve. Seito Aguilar. Masangkay goes up to Dermal. That goes straight to the net.
Yes, the first error here for the Galleries. And they've been attacking very well in that first set. They just have to continue that in order to extend this game.
Tobino again continues to serve Masangkay. Going up to back quick. That checks inside the court. PLDT.
A good decision there to activate the middle early. And when your middles are activated, mas babantayan niya ng blockers ng kabila. And that would free up those wing spikers.
And that's the luxury of having a veteran setter like AC Masangkay, as Fiola Ceballos gets that one right on the line, going down the line. 2-point lead for PLDT.
So if you're gonna look at PLDT, we don't have Davison, we don't have Palomata in their usual lineup.
Captain Mika Reyes serves with 2 points under her belt. Masangkay goes up to Dermal, read there by Dimakulangan. They go up to Santos. Paran was there. Masangkay goes up to Aguilar. Ceballos adjusting. Sindayen with that pop-up. Oh, smart drop move coming from RJ Dermal as we check in with Kyla Castillo.
As we go into the second set, Coach Raldrick Fort reminded the PLDT High Speed Hitters time after time again to shake off every bit of complacency from their bodies because from what we saw in set number 1, the Highrisers are overflowing with eagerness to get a taste of their second set win. And although they fell short, there's no telling what more they can do in the following sets, especially since binubusog sila ngayon ni Coach Lerma ng paalala, tapang, talino sa palo at tiwala sa kasama. New streaming experiences await via the Pilipinas Live app, available for Filipinos everywhere. Download and subscribe now for as low as 149 pesos.
Thank you so much, Kyla. It's not a moment to be complacent given the performance of the Galeries Tower Highrisers on the other side of the court as they go up to Doromal. That is going out.
Another error, another easy point there for PLDT. So far, lots of errors here to start the game for Galleries.
3-point lead for PLDT as Santos serves straight to Doromal. They go up to Dermal. RJ getting that one through cross court. Ceballos straight to Dermal's block. That is a point for RJ Dermal.
And what a way to make up for her mistake. RJ Doromal with that single block.
Smartly placed there as Dermal now serves for Galeries Tower. The opposite spiker from Iloilo City. Speaking of Iloilo, we're going to be visiting Iloilo soon by the next month as Aguilar tries to get that one to great pancake coming from Santos. Aguilar tries again with a tip. Arado pops this one up for Ceballos, adjusting. Masangkay will put up a play for Ipak. On the other side, Dimakulangan chooses the pipe from Tobino. Ipak again trying. Ostero finishes that long rally.
Another long rally and a series of swipes from both squads. And it's Ostero having the last one.
Look at that again. Patient Ostero. Talagang sinatsaga din dapat ng PLDT itong Galeries Tower as the Highrisers
Nice serve.
change things up with that hit coming from Aguilar. Tobino going cross court. Sindayen was there. Adjustment coming from the middle. Reyes Getting that one through. Oh! Or rather, that was Ostero.
Miscommunication that time for the side of PLDT.
Change of guard here for the Highrisers. Angeles will now play libero, and Esguerra is right up front. Aguilar now serves. Sito Arado. Timokulangan going to the running Ostero.
What a running spike there for Ostero.
That's something that you usually do.
Yeah, that's my favorite one. Lalo na pag free ball, chance ball, yun yung running na lang.
I remember when you were younger, you would tell me, para lang siyang basketball, na
Yeah.
layup.
Yeah, that's how I really started.
Or alley.
Yung nga yung naisip ko, there are lots of, kasi I was a basketball player before, and there are lots of tall players that could have been volleyball players, no?
Stellar volleyball players at that as Tobino gets that one through. So, mali mo may na-inspire tayo na narinig nila na may story ka palang ganyan. As Odi Paran gets that point, making the lead tighter down to a 2-point deficit here for the Highrisers. Jimenez checking back in for the Highrisers as Anes Guerra serves for the white shirts. That goes straight to the net.
Another error here. It was a much better first set for the Galleries. However, the errors have been piling up for them in this early start of the second set.
And this is unusual because earlier we saw how tight it could be given the possibility of lessening your errors, maintaining your errors, and keeping it close. Paran denied there by the double block. Better blocking pattern now also for PLDT. Reyes adjusting with it back quick on the other side. They go to Paran again. She's well guarded. Tobino getting that one through, going down the line.
And we have to credit the blocking of PLDT. That's why they got the Tobino point. So it's the Galleries having more errors in this set, and it's PLDT parang nabuhayan.
Nagising yung mga dugo nila na parang, oh, pwede pala tayong dikitan.
They woke up the beast kasi this PLDT squad is really a tough squad, one of the top teams in the league.
And it doesn't help when you have Area de Maculangan, who's one of the top servers here in the league. She's currently #1 right before this game day. De Maculangan getting that ace. PLDT leads by 5 as De Maculangan serves again. Oh, another ace!
This time with the help of the net.
Back-to-back aces for the Maculangan will trigger a timeout on the side of the Galeries Tower Highrisers. Let's try to check in with Coach Lerma Hiron.
Ano bang gagawin mo dyan? Papalo ka lang? Ha? Eh, ba't di mo mayakbang yung paa mo? Hindi kasi naka-ready for sa mangyayari. Huwag nyo i-stack yung katawan nyo, yung paa nyo, yung utak nyo sa isang mangyayari lang. Marami pwede mangyari sa loob, kaya dapat ready. Isa, outside na yun, na-float na palabas eh. Kinuha mo pa ng kamay mo, nasa dulo ka na. Okay, ikaw mag-receive ha. Isang pasa tayo. Ilang spiker natin? Dalawa. May dalawa tayong back row rin dito in case of emergency. Bilisan mo ang kilos mo.
Coach Lerma trying to look for more anticipation from the side of the Highrisers, as we're going to see Carly Hernandez here, who's not suited up today, but a member of the Highrisers.
Yes, in that timeout, Coach Lerma was talking to Marzan. And as a middle blocker, your main job, syempre, is blocking. You have to always be ready for attacks. And another one is, kailangan ikaw yung kukuha ng mga serves na tumatama dun sa net. 3 straight points. Another service opportunity here for Di Maculangan.
And it seems like another challenge here is the Galeries Tower Highrisers are starting to get read well because of poor reception. Masangkay is left with very minimal choices.
And that's all because of Mika Reyes' experience. Ang ganda naman pinapakita niya here dito sa second set.
Bombita just checked in as a free ball comes from Galleries. They go up to Tobino, finding that donut hole. Very different Highrisers that we're seeing here at the second set as we enter. Bingo Plus, the first live streaming bingo in the Philippines. Back here inside the Phil Sports Arena as PLDT lords over here at the second set with an 8-point lead against the Galeries Tower Highrisers. Mika Reyes, Erica Santos, Royce Tobino, and of course, Rhea de Macolangan right in the center of all that action, being the anchor of this squad, has been the uphill challenge that the Highrisers need to face to reach greater heights. And of course, these young guns, the newcomers here in this league, are looking to outrun the high-speed hitters, being the Red Scarlets of this squad, of this league. Now serving for PLDT is their setter, De Maculangan. Masangkay going up to that back quick. Marzan adjusting. Free ball coming from Tobino on the other side. Masangkay goes up to Jimenez from the pipe. Santos adjusting. Dormal coming from the pipe as well. Tobino straight to Jimenez, over-received. Mika was there. They go to a back quick to Mika Reyes.
And that was a quick attack. That wasn't a powerful attack, pero a very smart and high IQ play. Ang mga pauna-palo and yung mga very fast swipes like that are just the same point.
Point is still a point, whether you're gonna hit it with all your might or you're gonna place it smartly. Everything just leads to a tally in that scoreboard as we get the serve coming from De Maculangan. She's been living off that service line. Free ball coming from Jimenez straight to Ceballos. They go up to a combination play, but a single block coming from Marzan. Tobino adjusting. Masangkay going up to Bombita. Dropping it to the other side. Santos adjusting. They go up to Marzan. Read well there by Mika Reyes.
Again, the blocking of Mika Reyes and the PLDT high-speed hitters. And it just shows also in that rally yung connection nila and how much they know each other. Sina Catarado, sina Tobino. There was this one time in that part of the rally, it was Tobino na late siya sa blocking. Good thing, alam niyang ready si Catarado. And also, kapag nabablock sila, hindi sila takot kasi alam nilang may coverage sa likod.
The gelling is especially there as they go up to Paran on the other side. Arado choosing Mika Reyes again.
Again, it's Mika who's been dealing problems here for the Highrisers in terms of defense and attack.
This inflates to an 11-point lead as Dim Pacres together with Fen Emnas will check in.
And this is a 9-0 run. Ibig sabihin, 9 times na nagsaserve itong si Rhea de Macolangan.
And she's been there in that service line. You also have to credit how solid her serves are.
And their target, tina-target niya si Jimenez and si Paran.
That went straight to Sindayan. They go up to Pacres. They're trying to change the movement here with a new setter as well. Santos getting that off the hands of Jimenez.
Strong decision there to go for that one-hand dig. If you're gonna go up against a powerful spiker like Erica Santos, you have to be properly established in your defense.
You also have to consider one thing I've noticed here. Santos has very slippery balls, no? You really can't read how fast her balls can go.
Yeah, sometimes yung mga spikers binabasa mo sa balikat nila. Pero itong si Santos, meron din siyang wrist action.
That was out of bounds beyond the antenna. So point goes to Galleries Tower. Galleries now getting a break after the 10-0 run. As Jules Samonte checks in here.
And also Michelle Morente coming in.
I actually asked Jules earlier
Former Ateneans. Pareho, no?
what was the game plan for today, and sabi niya, they really just have to play their game, and whoever is on the other side of the court, they have to make it work for their side of the court first. Samonte trying to get her first point here. Dimi tipping it to the other side, straight to Dimocolangan. They go up to Tobino. Emnas will pop this one up to Payan that goes straight to the net.
Nothing has been going right here on the side of the Galleries. PLDT is now leading by 12. Much one-sided game here in the second set compared to the first one.
Serve coming from Tobino, straight to Dimi. They go up to a back quick, courtesy of Andrea Marzan.
Rado thought it was going out, but she admits na inside nga.
Clearly on this replay, that checks the line right there. 9-point lead, or rather 11-point lead for PLDT. Serve coming from Paran. Oh! Miscue there.
Yeah, miscue between Pacres and Angeles.
Ballooning up to a 12-point lead here. It should have been a free ball.
Sayang yung a great and strong serve from Audrey Paran.
As there's a clarification here on some protocols with regards to the libero change.
Oh,
Reyes undercooking that one. Back to a 11-point deficit for Galeries Tower. They serve with Andrea Marzan. They go up to Samonte, going cross court. That works for PLDT. Back to a 12-point lead, 20-8.
second set works for Jules Samonte. And syempre, once you get the opportunity, you must grab it.
Samonte now serves. Say to Payan. Emnas will now go for a quick to Esguerra. That works.
It was actually a very high drop ball. However, it worked for Esguerra.
Let's look at that again. The set was a bit also too high, but the adjustment from the decision Esguerra works. Serve came from Emnas. They go up to Ceballos on the side of PLDT. Esguerra will set that one up to Jimenez. On the other side, Ceballos trying to go down the line, but that is going wide and long.
That was too fast for her. She hindi siya ready for that set. That's why she just hit it.
Galeries Tower enter double digits as well as their half the points that PLDT have developed or have scored here. Galeries with that serve. Ceballos adjusting. Read well by Imnas. They go up to Jimenez down the line. That works.
And that pumps up the birthday girl, Isa Jimenez, with that down the line spike.
9-point deficit for Imnas and the rest of the Highrisers.
And it was Isa Jimenez who scored 14 points in her last game against Signal, when they played them in 4 sets.
Tough serve there. Tubino from the back row. Angeles was there. They go up to Demi. Oh. Straight to zone 6.
No blockers and no defenders there for Jimmy Bacres.
Look at that again.
She now has 5 points, all from attacks.
What a target for Demi as well. And it's so interesting because everyone in the back end zone or the back row of PLDT nakasubsub na
Oo,
eh.
lumapit sila eh.
Expecting a very tight shot. Oh, that's an ace this time for Imnas. Gallery starting to wake up here. Done with Herkling and Dirkling.
For me, that's my favorite serve. Yung mga float serve na akala mo outside and then biglang babagsak.
Best serve to watch, best serve to also get an ace from when you're on the service line.
Kasi may mga serve na nagfo-float na to go left or right. Pero meron yung biglang babagsak eh.
Yung may last minute tuldok eh. As Isa Jimenez.
Yes. Back-to-back points for Jimenez.
14.
Galleries trying to start their own run here. They've already gone through a 6-0 run here, Rex.
0 run. Compared to the 9-0 run kanina from PLDT.
Looks like they're trying to catch up. Serve coming from Imnas. They go up to Ostero. Kept alive there by Imnas. Oh!
And finally,
21
PLDT advances to 21.
You know, every time we mention the runs, that's when the runs end as well. 7-point lead for PLDT. Ceballos to serve. Imnas going up to Jimenez off the blockers. Returned there by Tubino.
Very smart play. Only Tubino would do that.
That's what you call court sense.
Yeah, court sense. IQ, high IQ, experience. You name it.
Tsaka may silip.
And how the place, such, sobrang ageless. Hindi nawawala yung power.
Well, we also have to remember she was a middle blocker, if I'm not mistaken, during her collegiate days. As you look at that again.
Parang ang dali lang ng volleyball sa kanya kay
Now joining the fold is Mean Mendez. As they just need 2 points to close set number 2 out. They're up by 9.
Oh, good serve.
Make that 1 point.
Yeah, to close this out. A good target there. They've been targeting Paran all throughout the game. Paran and Jimenez.
PLDT High Speed Hitters are at set point.
PLDT now enjoying 10 set points here. As
Serving for the
Yola Ceballos
Ceballos
serves. Status in the end. Imnas going to Esguer. Read well there by Ostero. They go up to Dimi. Quite under that ball.
Too long.
That is long, but it seems like there will be a challenge here on the side of the Highrisers. Let's check in with this challenge. As we try to listen in here
Pwede yung ganyan.
Coach Lerma Hiron.
Ang bawat gini-give up nyo na bola, puntos ang kalaban ng katapat. Might as well, nandito na tayo lumalaban eh. Di laban mo na ng todo. Bakit yung receive? Hindi man perfect receive, may taas mo man lang sa gitna. Para may makakuhang kakampi mo. Ha? Eh kaso nangyayari, swing. Disiplina.
Let's look if there was a block touch here. So far on this angle, it seems like there is none, and the official judgment is there.
Challenge is unsuccessful, and that ends the set.
That ends set number 2 in favor of the PLDT High Speed Hitters with that unsuccessful challenge. PLDT gets set number 2, 25-14. And we'll be back for set 3 action when we return here on And we're back here inside the Phil Sports Arena for the Premier Volleyball League, second All-Filipino Conference. And you can have new streaming experiences that also await you via the Pilipinas Live app, available for Filipinos everywhere. Download and subscribe now for as low as 149 pesos a month. Let's look back at the highlights of set number 2. It was a very different set compared to set number 1. We saw PLDT pulling away early on with a 9-0 run. And really, it was about Rhea de Mocolangan's strong serves at the service line. And the story of that game was PLDT just getting that investment early on and getting the return of their investment.
Yes, and like what you said, it was a completely different set compared to the first one. With this second set, it was more of a one-sided set. It's PLDT being awakened
PLDT, but they've played very similar.
DT, you don't want to be complacent, and you don't want to relax kasi you don't want to happen what happened to Signal in their last game against the Galleries, where
It was the third set.
yeah, they also dropped that third set against the Galeries, and dun nabuhayan yung Highrisers.
And that was the complacency also that Kyla was mentioning earlier as Galeries Tower picks up the first point. That's courtesy of Barbie Marzan. Serve now coming from Isa Jimenez. She tallied 14 big points in their last match against Signal, but this time that sails out.
Again, you have to minimize your errors if you're from the Galeries Tower, kasi that's what cost you that second set. Also that first one as well.
That's what kept it tight. Mika with that serve straight to Jimenez. They go up to wrap.
Oh,
Denied there.
That's a point for PLDT.
Easy recovery here for PLDT. I thought there was going to be a challenge there, but it seems like the players calling that one out. Reyes continues to serve. Masangkay goes up to Doromal, down the line, popped up by Reyes.
good dig from Reyes.
They go up to Ceballos, but the double block was established against her.
Point for the Highrisers.
A good outing there from Marzan. This is what you need, more blocks and also more aces and attacks.
This is some of the departments that they're not missing, but they just need more contributions from the other skilled sets, as Santos continues to be unstoppable here. She's been really steady here in this game for PLDT.
She's been leading the game already with 11 points. Oh, 12 points, sorry. 11 coming out of attacks and a single block.
Great numbers for the young Erica Santos. Adjustment coming from RJ Doromal. Works.
Good fake there from Doromal. And if you want to be convincing those fakes, kailangan maganda yung atras mo, maganda yung pasok niya.
And you saw that in the replay. It was full extension, full intention, just a change and wind up at the tail end of that hit as they go up to Ceballos, getting that off the blockers, kept alive there by Doromal. Great efforts from Angeles.
Oh! And you could see Angeles' face na, sayang, hinabulgong yun.
Great effort though.
Great effort. And they just have to continue that effort and initiative in this game.
It's a one-point game as Masangkay goes up to Aguilar. Aguilar finding a corner pocket there as we check in with Kyla Castillo.
Bago magsimula ang match, I asked the coaches ng PLDT kung sino ang pinaka-ina-expect nila na magpakitang gilas ngayon, and they collectively answered si Rachel Ostero. It's her first time starting for the PLDT High Speed Hitters today, and so far for Coach Manolo Refuya, she's been nothing but a beaming ball of energy from which her teammates can rely on. Nakakahawa yung energy niya sabi ni Coach. Sa court nakita natin kanina ang kanyang aggressiveness at liksi. Pero alam niyo ba, Sinj and Rex, na off the court daw, according to her teammates, ay napakakulit, funny at jolly raw nito ni Rachel. Well, coming into the third set, let's see if the high-speed hitters can maintain this level of energy stemming from Ostero, or will the Galleries regain their high spirits from the first set? Now back to the panel.
Well, she is really someone who is very jolly outside of the court, and she has already tallied 5 points. She was trying to get her 6th right there, but they go up to Tobino. That doesn't go across. That will be a point for the Highrisers.
And so far, yes, a very good outing from Ostero, and we can see all of her teammates are very excited when she gets a point. And she's filling a role again for Del Palomata, who's not in uniform today.
Back to the ball game. Dimakulangan goes up to Tobino. That works for Royce. Still a 1-point game here. This is somewhat similar to the first set. A little bit more similar to the first set for both squads. Ostero now serves for PLDT, already with 5 attack points.
Ooh.
Jimenez finding a spot there.
See, Jimenez, she's always enjoying every time she gets a point. No? And that's a very smart play. She saw the double block, and the defender there was far back.
Also recognizing that the libero was not inside the court.
Oh.
Esguerra to serve, straight to Arado. They go up.
Oh.
Oh, Tobino.
Hindi pa niya pinapalo. Alam mong papatay na. That's Royce Tobino for you guys.
You'd also have to commend
The set also, ang ganda na.
Yeah. Hinatid eh. Dimakulangan now serves. This was the moment when PLDT was able to pull away. So in the second set. So this will be challenging for the Highrisers. Jimenez trying to convert there. Popped up by Arado. They go up to Tobino. Straight to Aguilar. Jimenez will try again. Single block. Santos. Jimenez on the third try. This time with a tip. Dimakulangan was there. Santos. Get that one through.
Erica Santos finishing that rally.
She's on fire
Yeah.
today.
Always long ball, always strong balls.
Very consistent day for Erica Santos. As Rhea Dimakulangan continues to serve. It's her second. Let's not forget, this is where the 9-0 run. Oh, just as when we try to commend her.
Nababate.
Lagi. Parang narinig nila minsan, X. 1-point lead for Galeries Tower. AC Masakay, the setter of the Highrisers, will serve. Straight to Ceballos. They go up to Tobino. Adjustment. Juju was there. Aguilar from the pipe. Kept alive there by Ceballos. Over. Received, and RJ Dormal takes advantage.
That is Doromal's 7th point already. She's the second leading scorer for the Galleries, following Marzan's 9.
And that's a point for PLDT. Back to 1-point game, still in favor of the Galeries Tower Highrisers. As we look at that again, getting that one off the hands of AC Masangkay. Great effort from Raf Aguilar though. Royce to serve.
Another is there.
Ball game tied now at 9.
9-all.
9-all as Tobino continues to serve. Aguilar was there. Pick up to RJ, adjusting. Read well by Dimakulangan. Santos off the hands of Sindayen.
Again, it's Santos. We've been hearing her name all throughout the game. She's been very efficient. Every time we set sa kanya, kadalasan pumapatay. She now has 14 points.
big numbers for Erica Santos today. Serve coming from Tobino. They go up to RJ Doromal. Denied by the double block. Straight to the hands of the blockers.
Back-to-back points there from Santos. And that's a tall tower of the Lasallians, Nika Reyes and Erica Santos.
Lead up to 2. Serve goes out. Freebie for the Highrisers. Back to 1-point game. Isa Jimenez to serve.
Service. Isa Jimenez.
From the UST standout. They go up to Ceballos. RJ adjusting on the other side. Dimakulangan going to Santos. Aguilar blocked that one. Mika Reyes trying to find a spot there like what Tobino did earlier. Adjustment coming from Doromal. They go up to Santos. Kept alive there by Jimenez, but that ball will land on the floor. Point goes to PLDT. Back to a 2-point lead for the red shirts.
Good effort from both squads. Also from Jimenez. Kaso yung mga rallies, it always ends with Erica Santos.
She's been the closer for PLDT here in this match as they lead by 2. Mika Reyes, their captain, serves. Straight to Chi. Up to RJ on the other side. That bump from Ostero. Masangkay going for that quick to Marzano on the other side. Reyes pops this one up. Ceballos tips it over Sindayen, keeping it alive, but that will be a point for PLDT to the favor of the high-speed hitters. They lead by 3 as we enter this technical timeout. NBA.
And who's your favorite player?
Wala na eh. Pero I do enjoy as we saw some players from Cherry and F2 and Coach Tai, of course, here inside the court. But going back to your NBA question, I did enjoy watching the Lakers before. Yes. How about your favorite NBA team?
Currently, my favorite NBA team is the Dallas Mavericks, all because of Luka Doncic.
Ah, you're a Doncic fan. So were you did you also watch the World Cup?
I don't know. Yung playoffs lang a couple of years ago. Anyway, back to the game.
We see an ace there coming from Jesse De Leon with a quick basketball conversation. So far, it's the reception that's being quite problematic here on the side of Galleries Tower. De Leon there with a serve. Aguilar on the other side. Ooh. Santos just having magic hands today.
It was the first time I've seen that in this game. All throughout the game, we've been seeing her spiking it hard.
Yeah, you've mentioned earlier it's always long and strong. This time it's changed up. The variation is there. This might be her breakout game as well as De Leon serves. Thermal pops that one up. Free ball coming from Jimenez. On the other side, they go up to Ceballos. They go to a Be Quick.
It's too easy for Tobino.
Ceballos finding the line there.
Si Ceballos mali, akala ko si Savannah. And again, we haven't seen Savannah since the first set.
She's being rested out already. Actually, she's already wearing her warmer on the sidelines. Earlier, she was still toying with it. As we go back to the ball game, it's a 6-point lead. Great serve there coming from PLDT. That's another ace, and this rampage continues, and this will force Coach Lerma here on to call the alarm, to pound the alarm and call for a timeout.
Doon kayong dalawa. Huminga kayo. Doon kayong dalawa. Huminga kayo. Sige na. Wala na tayong magagawa doon.
Mataas lang. May convert lang ako ng palo.
Sino ang ano?
Tatlo kami.
Oo, okay na lang tatlo mag-receive. Ay, saan ka?
Sa gitna po kami.
Gitna ka eh.
Ito na lang, higit na lang konti si Rivero, pagkita ko na lang po.
Di, sige. Kahit ganun pa rin yan, pagkatiwalaan natin.
Oo, let's kaya nila yan.
Kaya nila yan. Kaya nila yung sarili nila. Hey, ang instruction ko lang sa kanila, itaas ang bola, gawan nyo ng paraan. Kung kayo ang re-receive, tuloy tayo sa play. Laban nyo to. Let's go.
Size na lang tayo.
Highrisers! Side out tayo! Side out!
They're asking for a side out. Coach Lerma asking the team to keep the ball alive.
Yes, and they've been having problem with the receptions. It's been a 10-1 run for the PLDT. Kung kanina, nung second set, they had a 9-0 run. Now it's a 10-1 run.
And you have to count the 2 service aces that Jessie De Leon tallied just in this set. As she joins the fold for PLDT. Jessie to serve. They go up to RJ off the block. Marzan will adjust. Kept alive by Tobino. They go up to Santos. RJ adjusting again on the other side. Off the blockers was Ceballos. Ostero with that adjustment.
Everyone liking that one for Ostero.
You like how the whole PLDT squad has got a hand of that ball, especially in the front line. And that's a well-celebrated point there for Rachel Ostero, who has an 8-point lead together with the PLDT squad. That serve still coming from Jessie De Leon. Marzan dumping it to the other side.
Perfect set and perfect position there for Marzan. Seeing the hole in the blockers. Just putting it in.
Really finding that seam. Perfect opportunity also for that peak win coming from Masangkay as Marzan serves this time. Di Makulangan going to Ostero. She is single-handedly denied by Esguera. This is the moment when Gallery starts to come alive.
Yeah,
when
after a run from PLDT, parang nagkakaroon ng Galleries.
They start to string up their points and then dun sila nabubuhayan, but unfortunately the run is stopped.
Nababati ba
Huwag
lagi?
nating batiin pala. That is the lesson for us today. 7-point lead for PLDT. Santos to serve. Straight to Aguilar, they go up. Back set to Doromal, getting that checkpoint.
Much better spike there from Doromal, challenging that down the line against Ceballos.
Doromal now continues to serve. Up to Ostero. That's the specialty of the house.
Yeah, and I saw her whole arm, yung arm swing talaga eh, and I knew that that was going to be a powerful spike as we see Savannah back in for Tobino.
This is where things start to get interesting. You pull out one of your main gunners to put in another main gunner. It's like,
Usually when you have this lead, tinatanggal mo na yung mga star players mo. Sometimes for load management, because may game kayo.
yeah, their face, they've mentioned how they're actually preparing for the cherry game as well. Coming real soon as Ostero gets that ball out. But it seems like PLDT will be looking for a block touch. Let's check in with this challenge.
Before the sub, there's a challenge by PLDT for block touch. Challenge PLDT.
Let's try to listen into Coach Aldrich IV and the rest of the PLDT High Speed Hitters.
Wala yung stop mo. Atras.
Saka, o sige, mali ka na nga ng pasok, malapit ka na. O pero sa'yo nung panahon malalim. Dapat alam mo na yun, yung tama sa hindi na pinapasok ng malapit.
Bawi tayo. Kasi doon ka naman ulit.
Look at that. Let's look at this. Decision coming from the challenge referee. No, so that will be an unsuccessful challenge for Coach Aldrich IV, Coach Ald, and the rest of the coaches of the PLDT High Speed Hitters, recognizing na nabubuhayan na itong Galeries Highrisers. So you really need to make sure every point counts this time.
Yeah, for PLDT, you just need 5 more points to get that 5th consecutive win.
Make that 4.
Make that 4. Care of Aguilar.
7-point deficit for the Galeries Highrisers as PLDT looking to close this out and tally their 5th W here in the PVL.
And these two teams, syempre, they both have the same goal, syempre, to win, but they have different agenda. Etong PLDT, this is a contending team, and this Galeries squad, this is a newly rebuilding team looking to gain more experience.
I mean, we have to remember our team standings earlier. It's very tight, especially for the top teams. You have around 8 players, or 7 teams rather, really with a scramble there with a very similar record. Oh, what a block there coming from Savannah Davison. But there will be a catch and throw violation called against Galeries Tower.
And as you were saying kanina, syempre, if you're PLDT, you want to get out of that middle part of the standings. Kailangan mo lumayo, umalis dun sa gitna. Kasi now they're tied 4-1 with.
Oh, there you go. That was what they were calling. It was dim palm. It was pretty open, pushing it up. Savannah adjusting. Dim.
Oh, another block.
Savannah reading Dimmy well here as they challenge this for a net touch.
And ganda ng substitution there from Coach Ralph. Itong panapos, no?
Go to this challenge. Sorry to check in and listen in to Coach Lerma.
Ano may papalo, mag-coverage ka. Kahit soft na spike, kailangan natin mag-coverage. Huwag yun yung soft spike, paluin nyo na. Okay, paluin nyo na. Huwag nyo lang paluin siyempre dito, diretso. Kaliwa kanan lang.
Ibabaw yun eh.
Bilisan nyo ng atake.
As we see the results of this challenge, they're looking for a net infraction. We're seeing the moment that Savannah Davison was landing, and there you go. It's going to be a successful challenge for Coach Lerma here on
16-22.
Davison scraping the net there as Jules Samanta checks in for Erica Santos.
7 and 12.
Demi Pacres checks out together with Fen Emnas. Dormal and Masangkay checking in for Galeries Tower. They're down by 6. Masangkay with 8 excellent sets in this ball game serves for the white shirts. Straight to Davison. Davison overcooking that one.
Yeah, but there was a check ball.
Check ball.
Gets a ball touch. 23.
Back to a 7-point lead for the team in red.
Service. Savvy Davison.
Davison to serve. Masangkay going up to Jimenez, swiping it through. Critically, that is the clear reaction earlier from Coach Lerma, and we're overhearing it. Paluin mo na. She's been mentioning that you should be hitting it hard as we have the match point advantage in favor of PLDT. Serving for the match is Davison. That's over-received. PLDT will take advantage. Oh, solid block coming from RJ Dormal.
Good one-on-one block there. Again, Samonte, Doromal snatching a block. And another match point here for PLDT.
Serve coming from Jimenez. Dimakulangan going up to Samonte. Kept alive there by Dormal. Aguilar will adjust. On the other side, Dimakulangan choosing De Leon. Masangkay will go up to Marzan. Back to a 6-point deficit.
Those two rallies, they tried to go for Samonte to finish the game. However, it's Marzan who got the better of that one.
Jimenez with that serve. Dimakulangan going to Samonte again. Trying to go as what you think is the plan. Aguilar, soft touch. Arado going to the other side to Ceballos. That will be called with a net touch coming from the first referee. This will be challenged by the Galeries Tower Highrisers.
There's a challenge by the
They're going to
Highrisers.
challenge the net touch call here from the first referee.
Net touch.
As we try to check in with Coach Lerma Hiron and the rest of the Highrisers.
Dapat puntos na yun, igarong puntos na yun, wala kang blocker. Ang ginagawa lang natin, pang beach volley, over. Eh, mabilis kumilos dito, oh. Kuha ka agad yung bola. Ano yung tao? Magawin natin yung mindset natin.
Pag nakuha natin ito.
And here is the decision as we're seeing it here. Clearly, that challenge is unsuccessful, and there is a net touch. So set number 3, and the game goes in favor of the PLDT High Speed Hitters. PLDT wins this in 3 straight sets, 29-27, 25-14, 25-18. We'll close things off when we return here in the PVL.
Bang bat.
25-14.
best player of the game from the PLDT High Speed Hitters. That's Erica Santos, garnering 17 big points from 15 attacks and 2 blocks. So congratulations, Erica, for your 5th win of this conference. So nung first set talagang nagsagutan kayo ng puntos no, ng gallery. So paano kayo nag-adjust para maipanalo ito in 3 sets?
Siguro nag-focus kami sa communication and nakuha namin yung pace namin since nakasabayan namin sila, which is nahirapan din kami kasi ang defense nila.
Ayun, so apart from defense, saan pa kayo nag-struggle laban sa galleries?
Siguro sa mga yung mga drop balls nila, yung mga nakikita nila, nakakapag-adjust sila kung saan yung mga butas namin. So yun.
Alright, Erica. So ito na yung 5th win nyo this conference. So ano yung reminders ng coaches sa inyo para manatiling consistent ang team?
Yun lang, mag-stick lang sa system at walang kakalas since mag-start na yung totoong laban and maganda siyang preparation para sa amin.
Alright, Erica, meron ka bang mga gustong batiin at pasalamatan? Go ahead.
Unang-una po, ginigreet ko po yung PLDT management, yung family ko po sa Pampanga, Santos, Sulabot, yung coach po namin, si Coach Arnold, happy birthday, and yung fish ko sa condo.
Alright, sana napakinggan ng fish mo sa condo, no? Once again, our best player of the game from the PLDT High Speed Hitters, garnering 17 big points, Erica Santos. Back to you, Sinjan Rex.
Thank you so much, Kyla. And happy birthday, Coach Arnold. And regards to the fish in the condo, feeling ko naka-Pilipinas live up here.
First time ko marinig ng binati na isda.
Oh, binati is the Paritorex. Let's go back to this match. Very interesting match, especially at the start of that first set. Very tight matchup between these two squads. We saw all the grit and all the hard work from both sides of the court. But at the end, it's about the gelling, the maturity of PLDT that gave them this game.
Yes, we were greeted by a long rally to start the match, and it was the tightest set, the first one. However, in that second set, masyado nang lumayo itong PLDT, and in that third set, it was masyado nang malayo. Hindi na nahabol ng Galleries ang might and power nitong PLDT. And we have Erica Santos to lead the way. She had 17 points and 13 digs, and her attack efficiency at 48%.
Now, with the question of whether height or speed wins today,
Yeah,
speed succeeds with a 20-point lead.
Yes, in terms of attack, it's 36 to 47